Darya, for joining me today. To kick us off, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yep. Hey, my name is Darya. I'm founder and CEO of Shader. We built AI tool to create your self-expression and thinking about how to generate first effects, even if you're not engineer or even not 3D artist.
Cool. And you participate in the Betaworks AI Camp, which I think is a 3-month program from June to September of this year in NYC. Is that correct?
Yes, correct. Basically, just a couple weeks ago was our demo day. So such like early emotions about everything.
Nice. And why did you apply to Betaworks in the first place? What stood out about that program?
I think I was first of all excited about just like investors who was participant in that. And first of all, Betaworks, because they have a big experience on B2C products. And I'm building B2C, and it's hard to find accelerator who still like really understand how it's like basically invite users, how to start something from scratch, how to verify the ideas. And Betaworks, like that's why like really inspire me. And after first interview, I also found out how they have opinion about what I'm working on around social part, and their experience to work with Giphy product was really resonate to what I'm trying to achieve.
Cool. And were you considering other accelerator programs, or was Betaworks really the only one that you were looking at?
In that moment, I was already in on deck program, ODF 17, and it's kind of not accelerator. It was just more educational and basically something like to connect founders and learn more about next steps. And during this like months on ODF, I understand that I want to more connections with founders, and that's why I start to explore programs and apply for Betaworks. Also found a couple of other accelerators, but I think with on deck or with the Betaworks, we like go the most like faster, and they have like interviews with us every week. So I was impressed that it's just intense, and they respond for every my email, and basically also I was happy to know that it's not a lot of startups. They choose just 12 of us, and before it was even 8. So for me, it was really great sign that basically we will have more close connections with not just with investors, but also with our mentors and everyone who will be participant on that.
Yeah. And can you give an overview of Betaworks admission process? You mentioned an interview. What is their process, and maybe what were some of the questions they asked you during the interview process?
It's hard to remind everything, because I think it's like was so stressful moment all the time when you pitch it. But basically, we apply, and after that have probably 2 calls or 3 calls with members of Betaworks, the main partners. And most of it was about mission, theme, how we saw the product, go deep on distribution of the product in the future, thinking about like big vision of that. And it was for me like also a good moment to think about it, that Shader, it's not just a demo. And in that moment, we already have working demo, a couple of first users, maybe like around 100, not so a lot, but already test flight. And for sure, like when like you have first version of the product, and when it's with computer vision and AR, it could be buggy, it could be not perfect. And Betaworks more care about how I saw about next steps, and not just about next version of the shader, but at all what it should be, how it could be bigger. And it makes me also feel that we actually ask them a question. It's like, maybe we can do any homework and what we can do to really explain better. And guys was really open, like, keep us posted about everything, what's going on with you every week. And because I actually in this moment just try to find like first investors, we bootstrap like almost 5 months.
Yeah.
And in that moment, I start update Betaworks every couple of days because we was in so active stage of growing. And I think it's a good sign for them was that we basically nonstop build something, testing, experiment. And around big vision, I just built like more detailed presentation, not just pitch deck, but something like just explanation what I want to see in the future.
Yeah.
And it will helpful because we basically, in the last call, most will chat about that. And I think it kind of like helped me to make a decision, and also the team really connects that we are on the same page about future of Shader.
Yeah, cool. And did most of the other startups in your cohort join at a similar stage where maybe they had like a working product and a few users, or were people further ahead of you or earlier than you?
It was so different stories. Yeah, a couple of startups already raised money, like pre-seed round, and other startups like really early, just idea and vision too. Some of them built prototypes and basically demo during the program. But basically for the demo day, everyone had like demo and already something to touch and a couple of users experiments. But like every stage of startups plus like a couple of not couple, like I know like I think 1 or 2 startups from our cohort already was before in accelerators too. So it's also a common practice when companies join like not 1 program but 2 of them.
Yeah, that happens pretty frequently. And then I was looking on their website. It looks like their program incorporates one-on-one mentorship time. There's tailored programming. There's events and activities. Can you describe more in detail, I guess, like what happens during the program and how you utilize it?
Yeah, our program was like hybrid. You can be in New York, you can be remote. Just Betaworks inspire us to be like first week, 2 weeks before when we start program and in the end also. But a lot of startups try to be more often just because I think just not remote experience, offline experience in New York office really help us to build connection. And it was a lot of events, just every week something happened. That's why I also try to spend August, most of all August with my team in New York. And for me, it was the most helpful. It works with mentor. Everyone has 1 mentor, and Betaworks try to find for you someone with particular experience, what you need. I had Sam, he basically used to work before at Giphy team and really recommend me a lot, like type of experiments. We chat a lot like about distribution of the product and vision. Also just like, networking events was around different topics, like it depends like what kind of area you're interested in to visit. And for me it was helpful that also if you want to organize your own event and be host, Betaworks help with that. That's why we, for example, did AI night about just AR VR and invite like around 70 people who just present their demos together with Shader and basically build like community around AR creators. And it was first time when I can see my users, also have like options to show this product for folks who already built around VR, but never tried before AR creation.
Cool. Yeah, I saw the post on your LinkedIn that you were hosting that event. It's really awesome that they helped you with that. Kind of curious, what would you say is maybe like the most valuable piece of advice that you received at Betaworks? Maybe it was from Sam or someone else you met through the program.
It's interesting question. I think I learned a lot about how just think bigger than I think before, because I'm like, with my background, product designer, and also like because I work a lot with engineers, all the time thinking like small demos and features and what could be like improvements to already test with users. And it's good, but it's great like just run away from this Notion and Figma and take a look from like just with big eyes. What are you working on?
Yeah.
What should be better for that? And with Betaworks, we did a lot of like just basically exercise around that and explore ideas on feature, not just like technical, but more like product vision ideas. Another advice is just around, I think, connection and fundraising, because like if you're first time founder as me, I used to work before at startups and was part of founding team, but I never like raised money. And a lot of advices was just like how to communicate, how update investors, how to prepare your updates, and even how to like organize your fundraising week. This is everything what I learned right now from this just program.
Nice. And we'd love to talk a little bit more about fundraising. So I watched the demo day videos that were on Betaworks website. It looks like you presented your company live in front of an audience. What did you think of that format? And did that event help you and your peers raise money?
We are right now in process still, as you know, like market a bit hard, but
Yeah.
I believe that it still will take for us a couple of weeks, maybe months. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just for me, it was important that we still have a lot of runway. So I want to explore fundraising because I know that we can grow, and I want to learn more by top VCs, what they think about this stage of my product. Is it enough or not? But if I will not raise right now, it's also like not a big problem for this stage of my startup. And I like basically first time in my life pitch for a lot of like audience, like just, I mean, like big investors who visit this event. It's definitely stressful, but Betaworks also really helped to practice a lot. I mean, we came in New York for this demo day for 2 days even before. And I thought that we will have like one time practice in the sun and that's it. But I have a chance when like all my partners from Betaworks like work with me to explain me when I like doing great or no, what could be fixed, where is my accent probably not like clear. And it's also for me it's really important to know that, just because I try to improve my public skills to teach that. And I feel like I feel right now less stressful, and this is definitely a good moment to also just after that to take a look how everyone growing after this 3 months, because I remember how we start, and it was really just happy moment to see like everyone in my team like basically did a lot of progress, because it's kind of like boot camp, like, and if you work from home, you don't have this experience sometimes to see that. And if you have this option that like everyday push by the people who with you together in this accelerator and by mentors, it's really helpful. Just
Cool. And then I saw for the AI camp, Betaworks invests alongside Greycroft, Differential VC, and Mozilla Ventures. And I think the summary of like what companies receive, you guys receive $500K on an uncapped safe with a 25% discount. And then Betaworks also receives 5% of a company's common stock. I was sort of curious, how does Greycroft, Differential VC, and Mozilla Ventures work with the startups in the cohort? Are they like active partners to you, or are they sort of like passive investors?
No, they're active partners. Some of them even invest on like Differential VC, for example, in one of startups who right now in our cohort and lead their round. Plus, we have a sessions with every of this company separate, so have options to just chat, and after that, like follow up and ask questions. And now during my fundraising, I also like really appreciate their help just to meet again and discuss like what should be next steps for us. And I hope that some of them can like definitely like lead next round or just be participant later.
Yeah, makes sense. And then for the common stock portion, I guess like did Betaworks explain why they're taking common stock instead of preferred stock in companies? What was like the rationale behind that decision?
I think like it was like individual like discussions. I'm not sure how to like answer for this question. Yeah, like I didn't ask this particular question for them around my deal. Yeah.
Okay. And then the last like two questions are more really just like advice related. So like what advice would you give to someone applying to Betaworks?
I think like first of all, already just subscribe for their Twitter and explore what kind of vision have partners, because Neil, Jordan, John, they post a lot of kind of podcasts and articles, and this can help probably to understand do you resonate with this vision, and also be inspired by people who you will have a chance to work with. And I found out about this like Twitter and also this podcast a bit later, and I was a bit even sad that I didn't watch like everything, because it's already a lot of good materials which you can use during your founder's life. And another just advice, I think like it's Accelerator, it's still like competition basically, and like I applied before for a lot of also programs, and not all the time you can win. It doesn't matter that you should stop. It's maybe just not right now your cohort. Because I also like that Betaworks actually have a topics, and it will help you to find your particular topic. Like for me, like Augment AI Camp was so like just about what we are working on.
Yeah.
Plus it's augmented reality. That's why probably it's like best match. And it's so cool if like next cohort could be around your topic. Like just like definitely try to apply.
Cool. And then for founders who get into the program and work with the Betaworks team, I guess like what advice would you give to them to just make the most out of the program?
Can you repeat, please? Just like,
yeah.
Sorry, like question.
For people who get accepted into the program, and like what advice would you share with them to just like make the most out of their time working with the Betaworks team?
Yeah. Okay. I would recommend, if it's, I know that New York's so expensive, but still we'll try to spend a bit more time offline and have a chance to organize your own event. Because even if your product's so early, it's so good to have this like couple of hours connection with users and show their demo in real life. Plus, if you will have this opportunity like to have support by like just basically organization, like someone who can invite with you together a lot of people in one place, it's really cool idea. And what else? Just be present in this moment if you have a chance. It doesn't mean that you should stop like build, because I think like 80% of my time I'm still most of all spent with my team and build, but like 20 it was accelerator sessions and networking, just because like nobody, like no one can be 100% on accelerator, because it means that you will not have time to build a real product. So it's like should be balance between and one other idea, just like right now in my mind, I actually, before Betaworks, we build a lot and create, but we didn't have any sprints, because sometimes you just like in the process and maybe you're so early for this structure. And I used to work before at Snapchat, and for me, all this idea with sprints, it was so formal. But when you have Accelerator, you basically from Monday to Friday update team and update yourself, and it started to be good practice for us. Just do that right now still, like basically start week with the idea what we're going to do and finish week also with the results and what should be next.
Yeah, love that advice. Well, that was all of the questions I had for you today. Thanks, Darya, for joining me today.
Thank you. It's appreciated.